Good morning. I'm standing on the corner in Rutland, Vermont. It is 11 a.m. on a Monday morning, and this is downtown Rutland, population about 16,000. And I'm going to walk around this downtown area, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, like the whole thing, including like over 100 of its buildings. So we're just going to wander around and pick up the vibe of Rutland on a Monday morning. Rutland is a city, it's Vermont's third biggest city after Burlington and South Burlington. But of course, counting those as separate cities is of course cheating, so let's call it the second. As I said, 16,000 people, which is down from its peak around 1970 in the 1970s, and had about 20,000 people. Rutland started being featured in comic books in the 1970s. And so comic book fans, I guess, will know of Rutland, and hence this monument. Monument to comic books, thanks to Rutland. So you can tell it's an unusual place. It's a very approachable and welcoming downtown, I think. It's got a good scale, you know, it's not too giant, but just big enough to enjoy walking around several of the streets. A lot of churches, it seems. This is sort of the edge of downtown, this street I'm on. If we go one street over there, it's 11 o'clock. According to Trinity Church. Is that true? 11 o'clock sharp. Rutland has its roots in the 1760s. It's when it was first founded as a settlement. And it was, let's cross West Street and go along Church Street here. It was, oops, I gotta press the little button here. Wait. It was growing after the 1760s, but the boom really came in the 1830s and 40s. Marble was found near here, and a lot of marble companies started. And right at that same time, the famous marble in the world, Italian marble, those companies started going out of business because of problems with the marble mines in Italy. So Rutland became, for many, many, many decades, one of the top marble producers in the world. So in a lot of buildings around here, when we get to the main part, I think we'll see a lot of marble on buildings. In the 1970s and 80s and 90s, the marble companies here started going out of business. I think the marble quarry or whatever it is started drying up. So unfortunately, a lot of jobs were lost, and this town started declining a bit. A lot of jobs went away. That's the bus. It's just called the bus. A route that goes around the area, and oh, it's noisy in Rutland today. The bus just goes around the area, and it was free for a long time, and then a few years ago they had to start charging 50 cents per ride to pay for gas. Here's the main part of downtown, I think, getting into the main streets. As you can see, it is very gorgeous. As you can also see, there's a taco fresco. That's where we had dinner last night, and it was super excellent. It's the only thing open, really, on a Sunday night, but it was great. Actually, the new Kong Chow fusion place was also open, but we weren't in the mood for it. Hiker's Hostel. Please come up to check in. There's the Appalachian Trail logo, so I'm not sure how close the Appalachian Trail is to Rutland, but if you can make it over here, you're welcome. Now open Tuesday to Saturday. Well, that's a lot of stuff I've seen that's closed or partially open on Sundays and totally closed on Mondays. It's a bad time to show up here. If you come here on a Monday and you want to do stuff. There's some marble. Look at that. Stately and grand. Whoa, oh no, a record store. Oh no, oh boy. Well, all right. Well, now it's sunny and everything's different outside. I got 2 records, and that was a good store. And we continue. I was gonna go to this, there's an Amtrak station right over here behind the Walmart. I was gonna go and catch the train arriving in a few minutes. Sounds like I'm missing it right now. Let's go over there now and see what happens. Just arriving here at the James M. Jeffords station. We're gonna go back and pick up our laundry in the laundromat on the edge of town, but on the way we have to see this. The steampunk train made of old junk. Tell me that's not awesome. That's so cool. Well, that was exciting, seeing the train go. That was exciting getting the laundry. A little bit on the other side of downtown from the train track now, train station. A lot of cool murals and stuff in this town. So these buildings, these grand, amazing buildings, I don't know exactly when they're from. A lot of them, most of them I guess, are from the 1830s and beyond, because that's when this place really boomed. But some of the ones on the National Register of Historic Places are from before that time, the 1700s. Wish I knew which one. I don't see any plaques or anything. Go to the top of this hill and then turn around and go back down. This map doesn't explain what this, oh, it says county courthouse. So the county courthouse, that's why it's on Court Street. That is the Rutland Free Library, the big building here. Every town here in New England that I've seen, that I've been in, has some kind of really interesting library. Either a tiny, extremely cute little thing, or a grand building like that. It always seems to be one of the focuses of the community. Remediation Center. Sounds ominous. Okay, this just church is from 1871, it says. As always, my favorite buildings are the old wooden ones. Because they're wood. Everything made of wood is cool. It's just sort of a rule of life. So it looks like there's more this way. So go down here and turn left. There's the rental car. Remember where we parked? Sewing shop. Closed. Closed Monday and closed Tuesday and Sunday. Here's how dumb I am. I see stuff like this. Blush, Vermont, this building is called. And in the window is a reindeer made out of mirrors. I couldn't even begin to tell you what they sell there. The sign doesn't explain, it just says Blush, Vermont, blushvermont.com. Why are there so many stores that I don't know what they are? That's cool. Tattoos, walk-ins, welcome. I'm not in the shop. Call me and make an appointment. So basically nothing is ever open in Rutland. So I was wondering, there you go. Never mind. The nail shop is open. Don't need my nails done. These cool residential streets out on the side. Look, they have like these big grand wooden homes with interesting colors. I go drive around those later. All right, here's Washington Street. This is the sort of south end of downtown, I think. All the birds in Rutland are gathered for lunch today. Let's go see this wall art over here before we continue down Washington Street. A Banksy-esque scene, making the two-dimensional three-dimensional. Oh yeah, so about the Amtrak station. Amtrak's Ethan Allen service from New York City used to just go to here for the longest time, just went to Rutland and stopped. And it's just a year or two ago from this video that they started going all the way to Burlington up in the north. So it's a new exciting thing, I think. So this big building is City Hall. City halls in New England are either like this, they're just these grand, ornate, majestic things. This one's got marble around the door. Or they're like Quonset huts and cheapo little things. The Bardwell House, but that's an old building. And when I say I didn't do any research, I did do research, but it's just, you know, according to the internet, 108 different buildings around here are on the National Register of Historic Places. And to be quite frank, I did not have time to research them all. I'm surprised there are even 108 buildings here. So I don't know which ones are which. I would say pretty much most of the ones you see here have to be on the register. Welcome to Center Street Marketplace Park, tobacco-free park. Sculptures and art on the wall, big art on the walls. Really cool looking buildings. That could be the front cover of a photograph book. Protect, love, respect, trust, nurture, cherish, nourish. When Rutland's marble industry was getting underway, and as it was underway, a lot of workers from Europe, especially Italy, came here to help out. And this is a monument dedicated to them. And the marble produced by the Vermont Marble Company and others, which was once one of the world's largest businesses. That marble has gone into things like the U.S. Supreme Court and Jefferson Memorial, Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, thousands of the graves in Arlington Cemetery. From Rutland, good old Rutland. This is Martin Henry Freeman, groundbreaking African-American educator and abolitionist. But we got to return to the hand sculpture. There's a face on the other side. This is big, hang on. Darting back and forth, trying to see everything in Rutland. Bill W. William G. Wilson, also known as Bill W., co-founded Alcoholics Anonymous, which has affected millions of lives. Born in Dorset, he moved to Rutland in childhood. So there you go. One of the guys that started Alcoholics Anonymous. People don't even mention the fact that he had a big hand going out of the back of his head. That's how good his work with Alcoholics Anonymous was. All right, let's go back out to the main street here. An oddity of Rutland that I've noticed is that as great and personable and magnificent as the downtown is, right on the edge of it, you've got this pretty awful strip mall with a big Walmart in it. Handy, we'll probably go to the Walmart later, but right here, Singing Bowls Crystal Jewelry, that's open. The Pyramid Holistic Wellness Center is open. There are few times in our lives where we become the thing we are doing. And finally, I'm going to walk down this street, which I think is my favorite looking street, right through here. The buildings look the coolest. That one in the middle is like all marble, looks like. Does that look like me? Ah, superb. Rutland is great, and this is the greatest of Rutland. And if you miss Japan, there's a Japanese print of Mount Fuji. But I don't miss Japan yet. Wow. Okay, cross the road and walk down the other side of this one so I can see this side of the road. And then we will maybe explore some of the outlying areas of Rutland. Well, before that, I got drawn down this other place. Always one more block to see here in Rutland. Yeah. The wall of oil barrels, the Iron Curtain, from Rue Visconti, Paris, 1961 to 62. There's color and vibrancy here, I gotta tell you. Whoa, look at this building. Let's go across the street and look at this building here. Sort of a patchwork of degeneracy. Something. I think that's my favorite building here so far. Just because of the different colors all smashed together. Okay, we made it. And we get to look at the purple side of the street. Open by appointment only. Tuesday to Sunday. What is it with Mondays in Rutland? I think that's another of the most impressive buildings that I've noticed. This right here, this whole section here, is Rutland firing on all cylinders. There's a theater in Rutland that was opened in like 1913 for performances, and then in 1931 became a movie theater, and then decades later shut down, and then opened back up for stuff. I don't know if that's it, but that might be it. That might be from 1913, the Paramount. January 1914, reopened March 2000. Okay, I think the walking around downtown Rutland is finished, and it was great. I'm gonna go drive around a little bit in the outer areas, see some of the residential streets and other outlying kind of bits of downtown, see what else Rutland has to offer, because there's more on the outskirts. First I'm gonna find Maceo, and we're gonna find lunch, then we're gonna do the driving around. Well, I think the buildings of Rutland match the people perfectly. There's something. Watch the entire full-length video from Rutland, including all that happened at the Amtrak station. Oh, come on. Sorry, I don't have a ticket. I just wanted to get a look at the train.
You can't get on the train.
Our surprisingly exotic lunch downtown, an extensive drive through Rutland's big and spooky residential neighborhoods, and a discussion about the character of Rutland's people. Patreon members get instant access to all past and future full-length ad-free travel videos, plus exclusive videos not on YouTube at all, and other perks. Patreon support helps keep this channel alive so I can bring you travel stories from fascinating and lesser-known destinations like this. Special thanks this week to the legendary Calvin Ferreira, Darcy Otranto, David Richley, Lever Wong, Matt Kane, Michael Fedor, Ray Nichols, Samantha, and Will Phillips. Also, thanks to subscribers to my free newsletter, available each week to both paid and free followers on Patreon. Links are in the video description. Thanks for wandering around with me. Everywhere is worth exploring. So Rutland is pretty interesting. Quite a unique place. We're gonna go back and finish up this drive for today. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and seeing Rutland with us. And we'll see you next time.